Welcome back to Boxing Brief. I just wanted to record a quick reaction video to last night's show in Liverpool featuring Ben Whittaker and Molly McCann, as well as the undercard. So let's get straight to it. Ben Whittaker looked A1, in my opinion. He's got all the star quality, all the pizzazz, all the style that can make him a great name in British boxing and in world boxing as he goes on to achieve them world honours. Suarez, we've seen him before against Lyndon Arthur on Channel 5. He gave Lyndon Arthur all he could handle for the first 4, 5, 6 rounds, dropped Lyndon a couple of times, and then Lyndon, being the fighter that he is, rallied back and managed to get that win over him. He looked good. He's so fast. Whittaker's so fast. And with the speed, he's also got accuracy, which is scary because it's all well and good being fast if nothing's landing. But if it's fast and it's landing on the point, the body shot that started off the beginning of the end, so to speak, was absolutely perfect. He touched, whip, touched him again, threw the right hand around the side. I saw Suarez's corner complaining that they believe the punch around the back of the head. I don't think it was. It was just straight above the ear, right on the temple, which completely discombobulates you. Any fighters watching this who've taken that shot on either side, no, it's a weird sensation. You're fine in your head, but your legs have betrayed you. I remember sparring with a big tall southpaw, Jamie, and he got me, he whipped it around the side and caught me there, and I laughed as I was going down. I laughed because I thought, you got me, and I know I'm absolutely fine, but my legs are just aren't keeping me up. So I took the step back and he caught me and I fell. But that just shows as well that the work he's doing with Andy Lee with regards to the Kronk gym, where they sit down more on the shots, is paying off, because coming from that amateur background, you can pot shot, pick and move, rather than sitting down and really trying to hurt your opponent, for want of a better phrase. So he's now sitting down and he's punching a little bit more, which is getting him more and more stoppage. Obviously, we saw it with Gavazzi a few months back, and now we've just seen it with Suarez as well. Suarez, good fighter, not exactly world level, but a good test for Whittaker at this point in his career, and he dispatched of him inside 180 seconds. So it was about just about 3/4 of the way through the first round, wasn't it? So 2.5 minutes or so, and he'd gone. Next for Ben Whittaker, I believe they're taking him to America on the Boots versus Zayas undercard. A good name for him there would be Khalil Cole, in my opinion. He's ranked, I think he's about 18, 19 in the world, so he's a good step up for Whittaker to get him in that frame of the world stage. He's an American name, he's brash, he's loud, so he can, the press conferences between them both, the back and forth on social media, etc., would be a good builder, particularly for Whittaker's name in America. So my shout would be Khalil Cole next for him. Molly McCann looked absolutely brilliant. Now, I know she's got that boxing background, winning the ABAs when she was younger, and that was always going to come out eventually. She had just had to train, for want of a better phrase, train the UFC out of her, train the MMA out of her, which was obviously leaning heavy on the front leg and blah, blah, blah. She looked good last night. She looked like she'd gone back to more pure boxing. It was always going to take a few fights to get the boxer back in her, so to speak. But last night she looked really good. Johnson's no joke. She's tough. She wasn't a match skill for skill for Molly McCann, but she had the will, and she wanted to win that fight. Enzo Maccarinelli had said ringside and whatnot, we're not here to make up the numbers. We're here to cause an upset. So that tells you everything that she's had in her training camp, with what her coaches have been telling her. You can win this, because the mental part is as much important as the physical part of boxing. So McCann looked good, lovely movement. A lot of what McCann did was great, because what she did after she'd punched, she didn't land 3 or 4 punches and, using a boxing phrase, admire her work. She went, bub, land 3 or 4 punches, couple of little light ones downstairs, and then took an angle. She had a spin off to the side, pivoted off to the left, rolled out, stepped away. She did everything you were supposed to that level of fighter. What next for Molly McCann? Who knows? She's got star power. So particularly in Liverpool, particularly in the Northwest, particularly in Northern England, really. She could probably go on a Newcastle card, maybe, if Josh Kelly defends his world title, something like that. So Joe McGrail looked good. Joe McGrail looked really good, stopping Hayden, cut, and then the body shot looked good. Tom Rafferty is going to be a problem. A perfect boxer, for want of a better phrase. Upright, hands up, chin down, very Eastern European, bam, bam, stiff jab, throws everything with mean intent. Leo Tang looking super strong, just smothers his work a little bit. Barry Jones said it on com. Barry Jones is my favourite commentator and pundit. He said it on comms. He's just that little bit too close. You know, experienced boxers who are watching this or guys who are just fans of the sport, you'll know if you get too close, you might hurt someone or land a couple of good shots. And if you get too close, you kind of T-Rexing with your arms trying to get some shots off. If he'd have just taken that half step back, lined him up, and then thrown a couple of harder shots downstairs and then go back upstairs, change the levels, he'd have probably got his man out of there. But the kid was tough. The kid was tough. He's a journeyman. His job is to earn money by losing, for want of a better phrase, testing prospects and giving them rounds that they need, but ultimately they don't get the decision. But he probably fights 15, 16, 18 times a year. So that's his living. He probably makes 30 grand a year going on the road. So he's meant to be tough. He's meant to be cute. He's meant to be defensively sound to keep himself in work, because if you get stopped, you can't fight the next week, and so on and so on and so on. So all in all, good card in Liverpool. Obviously, we missed Callum Smith versus David Morrell, given Callum Smith has an injury. I'm hearing it's a rib injury, but obviously no one's released anything yet. But again, boxers and people who've just had injured ribs in general watching this will know a rib injury, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. You've just got to stay still. Don't bang it. Don't hurt it too much and just let it heal. So he's probably looking at 6 to 8 weeks before he can get sparring again. So we'll probably see. I believe Eddie Hearn said that they are rescheduling the David Morrell fight. So we'll probably see that in August, September, something like that. Maybe again back at the Echo. I think put Molly McCann on the undercard, and Hearn's not daft. He knows how to run the business. But yeah, good card. Really good card. All in all, enjoyed it. Watched it on the couch, just chilling. Good card, solid card. Ben Whittaker looks good. He's got the style, he's got the pizzazz. He will be probably Britain's next world champion within the next 12 to 18 months. Eddie Hearn isn't going to rush him. He's not daft. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you just stumbled across me for the first time, thank you very much for the click. I do appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm. If you can drop a like on this video, that also really helps the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you will, please. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of May, so I've got about 6 weeks about 6 weeks or so to get to that 2,000 mark. That'd be great. And drop a comment. Am I talking nonsense? Am I talking sense? What have you heard about Ben Whittaker? What's coming next for him? What about Molly McCann? Where do you think she goes next? Boxing's thriving at the minute, and there's loads of conversations to be had, and I'm very open to having them conversations, even a debate. If you want to have a debate with me, I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can, because I appreciate you guys jumping on board with the channel. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.